In a small town nestled at the foot of a towering mountain, there lived a young man named Ali. Ali was known for his kindness and intelligence, but there was one thing that held him back from living his life to the fullest: he was afraid of heights. This fear had plagued him since childhood, preventing him from participating in activities that required him to be at any significant elevation. The mere thought of standing on a high place would send shivers down his spine and make his heart race. One day, the town announced a special event, a festival at the top of the mountain. The event promised breathtaking views, thrilling activities, and a chance to connect with nature like never before. The entire town was abuzz with excitement, and everyone was planning to attend. Ali, however, felt a mix of curiosity and dread. He wanted to join the celebration, but his fear of heights loomed large, casting a shadow over his desire. As the festival day approached, Ali's inner conflict grew. He couldn't bear the thought of missing out on such a significant event, but his fear was strong. Seeking advice, he visited an old sage who lived on the outskirts of the town. The sage was known for his wisdom and had helped many people overcome their struggles. When Ali arrived at the sage's humble home, he shared his predicament. "I want to attend the festival on the mountain, but I'm terrified of heights." "I don't know what to do," Ali confessed, his voice trembling with uncertainty. The sage listened intently, then smiled gently. "Ali," he said, "fear is a natural part of life. It's there to protect us, but sometimes, it holds us back from experiencing the fullness of life. The key to overcoming fear is not to avoid it, but to face it head-on." The sage then handed Ali a small wooden box and said, "Take this with you when you climb the mountain. Inside the box is something that will help you overcome your fear. But remember, the true power lies not in the box, but in your own heart." Curious and hopeful, Ali thanked the sage and took the box home. On the day of the festival, he decided to face his fear and join the others in the climb up the mountain. As he began the ascent, his heart pounded with anxiety, and every step felt heavier than the last. But he kept the sage's words in mind and continued upward, clutching the small box tightly. As Ali climbed higher, his fear intensified. He felt dizzy, and his legs trembled, but he forced himself to keep going. When he finally reached a steep ledge near the top, he could barely move. His fear threatened to overwhelm him, and he felt paralyzed. In that moment of intense fear, Ali remembered the box. With shaking hands, he opened it, expecting to find some magical object that would take his fear away. But inside, there was nothing, just an empty space. Confused and disappointed, Ali looked around, searching for an answer. Then, it hit him: the sage had given him an empty box because the solution wasn't in some external object, it was within himself. The real challenge was not the height, but the fear itself. And the only way to conquer it was to face it directly. Ali took a deep breath and closed the box. He realized that he had already come so far, and the fear that had been holding him back was only as strong as he allowed it to be. With renewed determination, he took another step, then another, until he finally reached the top of the mountain. As he stood at the summit, looking out over the breathtaking landscape, Ali felt a rush of exhilaration and pride. The fear that had once seemed insurmountable was now a distant memory. He had faced his fear and overcome it, and in doing so, he had unlocked a new level of courage and confidence within himself. The festival at the top of the mountain was everything Ali had hoped for and more. He enjoyed the activities, marveled at the stunning views, and connected with people from all walks of life. But the greatest reward was the realization that he was capable of overcoming his deepest fears. When Ali returned to the sage, he thanked him for the lesson. "I understand now," Ali said. "The power to overcome fear was inside me all along. I just needed to believe in myself and take that first step." The sage nodded, his eyes twinkling with approval. "Exactly, Ali. Fear is like a shadow, it disappears when you shine a light on it. By facing your fears, you discover the strength and courage that were always within you." The moral of the story is that fear often seems larger than it really is, but by facing it head-on, we can overcome it and grow stronger. The true power to conquer fear lies within each of us, and by taking that first step, we open the door to new possibilities and a fuller, richer life.